And if you're one of them, welcome back to my channel. Now, cooking Sunday dinner today with, I can't remember which of you asked me, but somebody asked me to show you how to do it with Gammon joint. So that's what we're doing today. Now, first and foremost, you're going to want your oven preheated. So let's put it on now. Boiling kettle for Gareth and Brew. Right, got me heating on, I've got it full whack. Now, first and foremost, you're going to want trying to think what word my mum used to call it. There's a special word for when you put stuff in a pan to sit meat on. I don't know what it is, I can't remember. Now these, I am going to chop the ends off because I don't like the ends. But this, all we're making here is a base to sit it on. So, I am actually going to point you at the food. I just want to say hi to you. So, let's show you what I'm doing. Right. So I'm going to chop these carrots, look. I'll cut them straight down the middle, other than rinsing them and chopping the ends off. I'm going to stick them in there. Don't matter what they look like because you won't actually be using them. Put them in the pan. Might be better if I put the pan there, innit? I'm going to put them in there like that, right? I'll show you it. And put an onion in. This is all going to be for the flavouring of your meat. Now, I don't know if you can, I never ever do, leave on the skin. But I'm just sticking it in straight like that. I always take off the skin now. So we've got a carrot and an onion. Let me turn that off until Gareth comes back. And then I'm going to half an apple, and then I'm going to quarter it. I'm going to put apples in it. So in this I've got one onion, carrots and an apple. This is for taste. Then we're going to put in here some black pepper. Now I would have preferred to put peppercorns in it, but I ain't got one. I'm going to put some thyme in it. I'm going to put some garlic in it. And I'm going to put some celery salt in it. Brand new celery salt, clearly. Let me just open that. Oh, Master Pew's back, so I'll make him a coffee in a second.
Doing your job.
So that's celery salt.
You got some rosemary and thyme in there?
I've got thyme in it, yes. Not rosemary, no, because that's not what I'm cooking. Right, so you've got your base to sit it on. I'm going to put a tiny bit of water. Not loads. Let me just make Gareth a Brew and I'll be back. Right, I'm back. So, this is my joint. I'm my Gareth a Brew, and this is literally, you got the water for the aromatics for all your flavours. Apple, carrot, onions, and all them flavourings. Now, so this is the joint. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open. I might need scissors so I don't chop my hand off. I do need scissors. So I'm going to point you this way so you can see what I'm doing. You see? Move that from that. Now I'm going to cut into this joint. Don't be laughing at me trying to get in this. Why can't I get in this? Oh, there we go. Found its hole. Now, don't forget, you already did turn the oven on, didn't you, if you're watching this and cooking it as I'm doing it, because you definitely need it on. Oh, God. I don't want to come out of there at all, does it? I've got a feeling it's got another bag on. What's that about? I think it has as well, you know. Right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to run the cold water. Oh, it has got a bit on there, look. Right, Take that off. We're going to run the cold water. We're just going to give it a wash with some cold water. Then, dropped it in my sink, look. Put that there. Well, I might leave that bit out actually. Right, so when you've washed it with your cold water, look at this, professional skills and that, moving it. I'm going to get some kitchen roll. I'm just going to dab it, dry it off. We've got a big hole in it now, look. That bit can stay out, but I didn't want that bit anyway. Right, now what we're going to do is, I'm going to take the meat that we've just washed all that, just whatever that is off. You want the skin side up on there like that, in this heated oven. Right, I'm going to make sure, I'm just balancing the veg around it so it stands up right. There we go. You're going to want that. Let me just wash my hands in it. Now, once it's stood up right like that, we're going to want some kitchen foil. Don't like that bit. And we're going to cover this. If I can cover it. I have to go both ways on that. So I've put 2 bits on that lot. So it's encased inside. Yeah, that's better. Tuck it under the edges, look, and that'll hold it firm. She's still stood upright like a beauty. Now, as that stands as it is, that is going in the oven for 20 minutes. I'm going to put her in there, come on boy. And I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Oh.
Alright guys, I've got somebody in, he's not listening to me. He is, whether he likes it or not. Hold on, I'm going to take this out. Right, so 20 minutes in, I'm going to take the lid off it. Without burning yourself. He's getting to see, he's in awe, he's getting to see a professional at work vlogging. The burns herself. Right, now, because we're 20 minutes in, what we're going to do is, we're going to take a big knife, let me show you. Not the knife, the meat, right? And we're going to stick lines, I don't know how I'm going to do this actually.
With a knife,
And you've got to sew.
cut it.
I'm going to stick lines in this, not like that. That's what it said after 20 minutes. Right? So when I put some stuff in it later on, oh, I think I went too big with that line, but never mind. That'll do, innit? Said put them in crissy crosses. Y'all ain't fucking getting that. There you go. Right. It's going back in. 40 minutes. See you in 40 minutes. I'm back. I've cut my head off. Look, I'm going to take this meat out. It's been in 40 minutes. Now, what we're going to do is, oh, look at that bad boy. Now, I'm following a recipe for this, guys. So let me show you my meat. So what it looks like. Now, this has been, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to rewrap it in this cling film, it's tin foil, the meat. I'm not bothered about everything else, but the meat is getting covered. Right? Now, I am going to add some flavouring onto the top of this, but this first and foremost is going to sit there on the side for 30 minutes. Then, I've got some of this. I'll show you it anyway. Then we're going to put this on and it's going to go back in the oven for 25 minutes. But I don't know, for whatever reason, the rest... Guess whose camera died? So, like I said, I'm letting it sit and it's going to sit for 30 minutes. I'm going to go check the time now, see exactly what it is for 30 minutes. Now, with the ham, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm going to look in the oven and see what I'm doing. I am doing a Sunday dinner because I'm starving. So let me have a look what I'm going to do with it. And I might pick it up before then, but that is definitely resting 30 minutes. So I've still decided I'm massively not up to chopping and all that malarkey on camera with the knife. So what I am going to do is though, just to show you, I've got some parsnips and some carrots. So while I've got this half an hour to wait, my oven's going to stay on obviously because it needs to stay warm. So I'm going to do some roasted parsnips and carrots to go with my meat. And some asparagus. Now that'll go in last minute because I don't need to be in earlier than that. So let me sort these out. Yeah, I'll pick you up shortly. So I've just borrowed a little bit of oil off Rianne from What's Occurring, thank you very much. We'll run out. So I've just done some carrots and parsnips, a little bit of salt, banging them in. Literally, they'll cook while that's resting. I've got my asparagus. What is that? Lovely subscriber gave me them yesterday and told me they was ready for going off, and I actually believe you because that end of that all mushy. Let me wash my hand, hold on. Not to worry people, I love asparagus, I got more. I don't know whether that was yours or mine, but either way, I didn't like that bag of asparagus. Better. That's how you do your asparagus, get the bit off the end. I forgot until a subscriber reminded me in the comments. They've got an actual bend in them in the snap where they don't want to be cut. So I'm going to prepare them now, because literally when I have to put that back in for 25 minutes I'll take the carrots and the parsnips out, right, and then I'll put that in. I'll show you what I'm doing with that before I do that. And then I'll put these in with them, and when they go back in for 5 minutes to warm up, I'll have asparagus, roasted parsnips and carrots, and some gammon. Dinner. That's the theory anyway. I'm going to spray some of that straight onto the asparagus, right? Some of this oil. Straight on it now, right? And leave them sat on there. I can take this back to Liam. She can have her oil back. See you shortly. Right, so it's rested. Let me show you it. So it's rested, look, it's still in its juices for the aromatics. Now, I haven't actually got any on it, but I got this. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to dribble some of this on the top, look. I don't want loads, hence why I'm just letting it naturally fall. Oh, I get a little bit of a squeezy after every now and again. And hopefully this will dribble over the edges. It says it will anyway online. Now, if I got it, just put a bit more on in it. What's worse that's going to happen? Now, this is going back in for 25 minutes. And I've had my roasted parsnips in. They're more or less done. The carrots and the parsnips. Look at that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them in there. And then 10 minutes before this is done, I'll throw them on the bottom shelf. So this is going back in now for 25 minutes, guys. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Get you all ready. Can you see that? Right. Let me get this gammon joint out. Oh, look at that bad boy. Veggies in the top for now. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see it on the camera? Right, none of this is getting used, by the way. None of that, that's just all for flavouring. Let's turn that down low. Look at that. Oh, that's gone crackly. There you have it, that's how you cook gammon joint. Now, I'm going to let this rest for 10 minutes before I cut any of this while I sort the rest of the food out. Thank you for watching. So I'm doing instant mash with it, and you all know I've roasted some carrots and parsnips. Sunday dinner. Thank you for watching. That is how you roast a gammon joint. I can't remember who asked for it, but I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Just thought I'd show you his scran.
This is better than jumping.
I even made, that's crackling, that. It's worked out well, hasn't it?
Amazing what you can cook in a field, isn't it?
I know, we are just in a field as well. I'll show you mine. I've just got one piece of meat, and there's meat left over. I don't think I'll eat all that, but I'll have a go. I am starving. Thanks again for watching. Taddy byes. And if you're one of them